Folks, I'm staying out of the camera today because everyone's told me they're tired of seeing my ugly mug. But it's Mr. Clean here on the Water Anarchy Key West 2008. Today's report is sponsored by Taurus and Marine out of Muskegon, Michigan. By far the best repair rigging shop on the lakes. Bunch of great guys, Melges sailors. This interview is with Jamie Kimball, Sam Rodgers from Melges Boat Works. A couple of great guys. My lovely wife Meredith has sailed with Jamie before, and I've been racing against these guys for a while. They're young kids. They're somewhat good looking. They're fit. We've got an MC Scout national champion here, E-Scout national champion, current national champion after what, Charleston.
Yeah.
Here, both college All-Americans or honorable mention, whatever. But you know, right behind me, you can see, or right behind these guys, you can see a big-ass party, which is Melges Boat Works party. They're calling it Melges Rocks. Kind of a catchy name, a little dorky, but so be it. It's the Midwest, you know. And really, I want to talk to these guys because every time I talk to Harry or Andy, they're way too slick, and they just give me the regular old marketing speak. And the truth is, I don't really want to know that. I want to see young, good-looking, cool, you know, fit sailors who are helping to bring the next generation into fast boats. Okay, so the first thing is just like this party here. You know, I really believe that Melges does a great job supporting its classes. Now, if they were dogs of boats, nobody would, well, maybe people would sail them, but the fact that they build good, fast boats that we all really like, and that they really do go to great lengths to support the classes is a big deal. I guess my first question for you, Jamie, is how do you think what has Melges done to get the 32 class to where it's at here in Key West with 27 boats, pretty high level of competition, and it ain't a cheap boat, and it's not a cheap way to run a program. But how have you guys supported the 32 class?
Well, first of all, we deliver the boat to the customer where it's completely finished to where the customer gets the boat and they don't want to do anything to get it to race mode. We like to deliver the boat to the customer where it's race ready. Within an hour they can set the boat up and go racing and be competitive with somebody that's been doing it for more than a year. So the boat is race ready, rock and roll, ready to go fast.
You raced on the 32 a bunch, I'm guessing?
Well, not as much the 32, but the 24, and Sam's done a little bit more racing on the 32. He can probably tell you a little bit about that, but...
Sam, why don't you tell me, you know, I heard a rumor that you guys have already built over 60 of them. Is that true?
It is true. Just getting back to your first question, a lot of it is what you said is the service. It's a pain in the ass for Jamie and I, but we run around and we make sure everybody's got their parts and make sure, the biggest goal is to make sure everybody's on the water every day sailing, whether that means we're up till 2 in the a.m. fixing a boat. Whatever it is, we're going to do it, and we're going to promote the heck out of the boats and make sure that we're going fast and making sure the boats look sexy. So I think 4 years ago we had one boat, and now we got 27. So we're just trying to bring a lot of energy and keep it going fast and exciting.
Where do you see most of the new owners in the 32 class coming from?
You know, a couple of them come from far 40s, a couple mum 30s, a couple, you know, perf sailors, that sort of thing, and then a couple guys just totally out of the woodwork, you know, it's...
And then a handful out of the 24, obviously,
yeah,
New Wave and Star and Barbarians down here. And,
correct. You know, it's I always just say it's a big brother to the Melges 24. All the same principles apply, you just got to have a little more horsepower, so... You know, it's a pretty easy boat to sail, and you get a lot of bang for your buck, that's for sure.
Well, we watched you guys, or not you, but we watched the 32s out yesterday when the wind was sort of dropping off a little bit, but the waves were such that 32s were up on a plane, and they were nearly catching the tail end of the far 40 fleet by the end of the race. It's pretty impressive speed.
Yeah, you know, in certain conditions, the 32 goes pretty well with those bigger boats. You know, the ultralight and the kind of the medium like that. Once you can get it arced up and on a plane going downwind, it's pretty nice. So hopefully we'll get a few of those far 40 owners looking at those boats and get them into the class for next year.
Certainly a lot faster in the stuff that we all like to sail in, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of them seem to be going to Europe lately. Obviously, with the dollar being as crappy as it is, we're certainly guessing that more and more will go to Europe. And we're seeing that with the Flying Tiger also, which isn't a competitor, but another 33-foot sport boat, similar in its sort of, you know, basic concepts. Where do you see the breakdown for, you know, where do you see the real efforts in the class going toward? More toward Europe, or are you guys focusing more on getting more Americans involved?
Well, we're constantly focusing on getting more American boats, but we've recently started Melges Europe, which is headed by Federico Michetti, and he's had tremendous success in less than, you know, half a year. I think he has close to 15 boats on order, which is a tremendous success. And they're going to be hosting the regatta in mid-May. And we'll see where it goes from there. But we're still focusing on the United States, is bringing as many Melges 32s as we can, and the class has seen success. So.
What about Australia? My buddy Heath Waters has at least brought one over there that did pretty well in mixed IRC racing, I think it was, in Sydney. We raced against him in a Mum 30 when I was down there. But what about Australia? Do you see, you know, talk about the 24 also in Australia, because they're both now going. Do you see anything happening with either boat in Australia? And where do you see, say in a year, where do you want to see the 24 class in Australia doing?
Well, it's an awesome sport boat. And it's just got to, you know, get its growth down there and have people see how fast and how great of a boat it is. And we'll see success down there, just like we've seen in Europe.
Are you going to get over to Australia, either of you guys, and go sail?
Hope to. We got the builder down there called North Shore Yachts, and they're actively building the 24 and the 32. So.
Are they building a 32 now?
Well,
because they weren't. I was in their shop 6 months ago.
I take that back. The 32s are still all coming out of Trinidad. So yes, you are correct. But, you know, hopefully things get rolling down there. Lots of exciting stuff going on with the 24 and 32, though.
All right, well, now, you know, I live in Charleston now, so tell me a little bit about what's going on in Charleston.
Well,
obviously the E-Scouts have just gone A-Sail, which is very exciting. I've never been on an E-Scout. I've sailed an A-Scout, but never even seen. I mean, I've never been on an E-Scout. Tell us about what you think will happen with the fleet now that the E-Scouts are going real.
Well, it's a little bit of a catch-22, because you get the older boats and kind of the older guard that is a little concerned about changing over. They don't want to make the changes to their boats and that sort of thing. Or you can look at it as, hey, we're going to make these boats awesome for 2007, and going forward we're going to get a bunch of young guys and a bunch, you know, make the boats great for the future. And that's kind of what they've done, which is great, because it's really going to make the boats a lot more fun to sail, a lot safer, and just generally better. Charleston Harbor is a great place to sail these boats. Flat water, nice sea breeze, a little bit of current, which is always a little bit of fun. Charleston is by far one of my favorite venues. So yeah, the E-Scout is going to thrive there. There's even talk of getting some A-Scouts down there, which would be really kick-ass. So yeah, Charleston is definitely a major destination point for Scout sailors. There's that Easter regatta every year, which they get 30 E-Scouts every year, and it's a great area for Scouts, and it's going to keep on growing, in my opinion. So.
Are you guys selling any Melges 17s in that area?
Yeah, you know, there's a few in the area. I think there was 3 to 4 last time I checked, but the Melges 17 circuit does channel Charleston again with that Easter regatta. So there's not a ton, but there's a few there, and we hope to grow it as well. You know, I mean, part of the whole Melges thing is we put our boats out there and we promote them, and people kind of catch on and say, wow, this is a pretty cool boat, supported by the class, we're going to get into it. So it's not sounding too marketing for you, is it?
No, you're getting there. My eyes are starting to glaze over a little bit. But that's all right, you got a job to do. All right, now let's get into the meat of it. I wrote an article a couple months ago about all the 20-foot boats that are coming out, okay? And that are out. And there are a lot in the United States. There are some really, really good boats. There are some really crappy boats, but there are a bunch of boats between 18 and 22 feet that are, as I see it, you know, a nice entry-level sport boat. All right, my personal favorite, having sailed the K6, the SB3, and a handful of other boats, my personal favorite is the Viper built by Rodgers in the UK. It's a phenomenal boat. It's fast as a mother, you know. It planes earlier than the 24. and I really enjoy it. And when people say I want to get into a little sport boat, I say go buy this. It's $29,000 and it beats any other competition to me. Okay, it's a day boat, it's a racing boat. You guys are coming out with the 20, all right? And obviously it looks like it's squarely aimed at not necessarily the Viper, although I'm not sure why, but it seems like it's more aimed at whatever the SB3 is targeting, and the price point that the SB3 is targeting, around 40 grand, okay? First of all, I want to know, what is it that you guys see the Melges 20 is going to offer to people that the Viper won't, and that's going to be worth an extra, whatever it is, $5,000 or $10,000?
Well, I personally don't know exactly what the Viper offers, but I know what we offer.
It's a 3-person boat with a hiking strap and a chute launching system, and it's quick and it's light. It weighs 800-900 pounds, you know?
I know what we offer, and I know what Melges delivers. And we deliver, we'll deliver a 20-foot boat that the customer will get race ready, fast, sexy, ready to go. And it's going to be a great boat. I think we've taken close to 15 deposits, and we're looking to go forward from there. It's going to be a great boat and a great class, and we're going to back it all the way. So it's going to be a fun boat.
How are you going to back it? What are you going to do? We're
going to promote the class, travel, do whatever we can to make sure it's going to be a perfect boat.
Well, I know,
just like the 24, just like the 32.
Well, I know that for the first time the Vipers are coming to Charleston, and we've got 11 entered. We certainly, when you get the damn boat out, we would love you to come to Charleston and bring it there.
Yeah.
And we'll see if we can get those together too. Can you give me an honest date for when you'll have a prototype in the water, testing it out?
We're hoping to have the first boat out probably early May. We're going to hopefully test a few of them out in Santa Cruz, try to break some stuff and see what the weaknesses are, that sort of thing, and have the first boats delivered to the customers midsummer.
Midsummer 2008.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Who's the first customer?
I'd have to check with our production manager Charlie and our chief sales manager Andy on that one. But we have a lot of the customers are loyal Melges customers. We're getting a few that have kind of come over from other areas. It's going to be a great boat. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Do you think it'll pull anyone out of the 24 fleet?
Potentially, we say it's going to be kind of a scaled down 24 with a focus on, women sailors and junior sailors. It's going to be an owner-driver rule, no weight limit, legs in hiking, but still a really kick-ass boat. So it's going to be great. It's the thing that's going to separate from the others. It's a Rolls Royce.
It's like South Beach, not Key West. So hit the high points of the 20 right now as you see it. What's the coolest thing about the boat?
Just the amount of interest that's been spurred. I mean, as far as I've been working with Melges for 2 years, and we've introduced the Melges 17, the 32 I've seen most of the introduction. Melges 20 has had more hype and more interest than both of those boats. So
really?
It's bound to be just an incredible boat and an incredible class.
You think being a lighter boat with a square top main and a more advanced design, you think it's going to be faster than 24 downwind?
Well, it could. I don't know. It's going to be. We're going to take the lessons we've learned from the 24 and the 32. We're going to make it as simple as possible. No backstay and high quality production, and who knows, it could give the 24 run for its money. We'll see.
That'd be a fun little mixed regatta.
Yes, it would.
All right.
It's gonna be a great boat.
All right. Do you think when you guys have a prototype in the water, you think we can find a way to get an invite to come and test it with you, come and sail with you?
Absolutely. That'd be great to get you out there. We got to get you on an e-scout for that Charleston regatta.
I think I'll be doing some e-scout stuff soon. The Rockville regatta soon.
Yeah.
That's the one with all the naked women on the side?
Perfect.
So, all right. Well, hey, thanks, guys.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
Thanks, Al.
Awesome. Thanks, bro.
Thank you.